Triumph is such a beautiful film. What is it about Mike that really makes him want to persevere and prove everyone wrong, including the coach?
Yeah, I think there's many things about that. I think he's stubborn. First and foremost, the stubbornness is definitely the pinnacle of who he is as an individual, and then everything else just follows. And I think that dream and that goal and determination that he wants to achieve is really his key um, compass in his life. And the real person, Michael Coffey, is very stubborn, and he has that same type of drive. And I was very happy that we were able to create this character that we hope to inspire others.
I absolutely love the relationship between Mike and Jeff. What is it that bonds the two of them? I mean, what is it that Jeff really sees in Mike that makes him want to push him to be a better person?
I think there's this like almost opposites attract. And I think at the end of the day, Jeff really wanted to be that person that um, people could look up to in the beginning, right? And then at the same time, he's like, this is actually a real friend. This is a real person. And I think that relationship and that friendship just grew and blossomed in a way where he didn't think that he would be capable of being a friend to someone like Mike. And I think
Oh,
there's a big factor in that where a lot of people find disability a little odd. And then at the same time, I think people find it very intriguing. And so his curiosity and it really pushed him, and vice versa with Mike and Jeff meeting each other and really creating a relationship and a bond um, through wrestling and through just who they are as individuals with more in common than they realized in the beginning.
what are some lessons then you think that Mike really learned from working with Coach Cutting?
I think really between Coach and Jeff and all the characters there, he took something from each of them. From determination to strength to love to perseverance to many different avenues on who Mike wanted to be and who his role models were to who he is as an individual. And I think he was able to really find that strength, not just through himself, but through his community, and that eventually grew into who Mike was today and to what he wanted to be capable of. And they really helped drive him to be better than what he was yesterday and providing those tools.
It's such an inspirational story, and you worked with some incredible actors on this movie. Talk about working with Terrence Howard as well.
Yeah, everyone, Grace Victoria Cox and Colton Haynes and Terrence and many other actors, we really believed in this project and we really put this project um, out there in a way where we just had wholeheartedly wanting this project to succeed and grow. And Terrence was great, and we were very lucky to have him be a part of this project. And he came on later, but it was so good because his role was so unique, and what he brought to it was one of a kind, and it really helped drive the message home.
What were some of your favorite moments from filming? It probably had to be those insane wrestling matches.
Man,
Maybe it was bulking up to prepare for the role, but there were some beautiful scenes. Talk about, what were some of your memorable moments from filming and even a little bit
and
about the prep you did for this.
getting beat up, man. Those are I will never forget getting slammed as many times as I did over and over and over. And it was definitely a physical movie, and I did all my own stunts, and
Wow.
it was easy. I lost weight to do this role. Um, but it was definitely a unique experience, and there's so many themes to this movie that we really just wanted to recreate this dream that Michael Coffey, the writer, had, and really embodied him as an individual for this role, and create this type of environment that people would really gravitate towards. and a lot of physical exercise, it was pretty physically draining, because of not just from the wrestling, but how my character walked and really talked, and making sure that I stayed on par with how Michael's mannerisms were from my own, and really were able to create that in a way that was unique. And I'm very lucky to be able to had Michael Coffey on set, and be able to try to represent him as best as possible.
We know there's an anti-bullying message to this, as well as a perseverance message to this film. What do you hope viewers take away from watching Triumph?
I think there is something that everyone can take away from this movie. No two people will be the same, from when they see this project, and I really hope that when people leave this film, they see a different perspective on disability, and how they view individuals that have a disability and physical disability, um, and that really changes the perspective on there is no difference from anyone else in this world that wants to achieve a goal. It's just a different type of way of doing it. So
You're a part of social media. Are you looking forward to the fan feedback you're going to be receiving to the film, no matter if it's from someone
uh,
else with a disability or just people who really truly take the message to heart?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm scared at the same time, excited to hopefully people receive it well, and that it makes sense to people at the same time. This isn't this is your everyday film. At the same time, this is a very niche film, and a very unique film, and I hope people just enjoy it.
Well, Hollywood is doing a better job these days of having more disabled actors portraying actual disabled actors. Is there anything else you think that Hollywood can be doing to be more inclusive with their disabled actors?
I think Hollywood's doing a pretty decent job right now, with the type of media, and you can't really get away with it anymore like you used to be able to. And I'm very happy to see so many amazing films coming out with accurate representation of people,
To
and and I say it's not so much up to Hollywood as it is to the individual artists to go out and make projects, and not devalue your project, and not settle, but to raise a higher standard of media, and raise a higher standard of content, and push that out there.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of you and the wonderful work that you do?
Thank you so much for your support. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do what I do today. So thank you all for watching and listening, and supporting my career and my goals and my beliefs. And hopefully it all continues to keep growing, and I can continue to share this type of content.